and I twisted away, trying to lie back down. Okay, you can go now. As I drifted in and out of consciousness, I thought I heard the sound of the shower running in the bathroom. It seemed Parker was taking another shower. When I woke up again, I was wrapped tightly in Parker's arms. The distinct feeling of something hard and hot pressed against my leg was impossible to ignore. His warm breath ghosted across my ear as he stirred, his hand coming up to feel my forehead. Still a little warm. The fever hasn't completely broken yet. I was wide awake now. It's not the fever making me hot, you idiot. It's you. I tried to elbow him away, but he expertly caught me by the waist. His calloused thumb brushed lightly against my skin, sending a jolt of electricity through me. A small gasp escaped my lips. Nora. Parker's voice was a low, husky whisper, carrying a magnetic pull that was hard to resist. Should we try? On any other day, I would have jumped at the chance. But after the last few days, a wall had gone up between us. To me, this felt like a slap followed by a piece of candy, a pathetic offering. Still weak from the fever, my body ached. I turned my face away, my voice cold. I can't. I'm too tired. The man behind me went utterly still. I could feel the tremor in his breath as the life seemed to drain out of him. With a visible effort, Parker pulled back, creating a small distance between us. He said nothing. When I finally turned to look at him, his eyes were dark pools of sorrow, a bitter smile twisting his lips. It's my fault. I don't blame you. I let out a cold snort. At least he had some self-awareness. But please, he continued, his voice barely a whisper, don't push yourself so hard next time. It's not good for your body to get a fever like that. Parker lowered his gaze, hiding whatever raw emotion was swirling within him. Before I could process his words, he stood up and went to the closet to get clothes for me. He usually wore silk pajamas, but for once he was wearing only a towel wrapped low on his hips. The sculpted lines of his muscles and the tantalizing V of his torso were on full display. My eyes traced the firm curve of his waist and the tight clench of his glutes, and my heart gave a little flutter. But that was all. Any handsome man standing in front of me would have had the same effect. Parker handed me the clothes. Without a second thought, I started changing right in front of him. As expected, he immediately turned away, his eyes fixed firmly on the wall. What I didn't know was that the moment I left the room, Parker walked straight back into my bathroom. A few days later, I started noticing some of my clothes were missing. At first, I didn't think much of it. They weren't expensive pieces, and I had plenty of others. But then the lace lingerie set Cassie had bought me last week vanished. I couldn't figure it out. We didn't have cameras in the house, so there was no way to identify the pervert. Finally, over dinner one evening, I brought it up with Parker. I think we have a thief. He was calmly sitting at the table, spreading butter on a piece of my toast. He paused for a fraction of a second at my words. Without looking up, he asked, his voice steady, what's missing? Lingerie. I said it nonchalantly, but his reaction was anything but. The butter knife slipped, smearing a dollop of yellow across the small mole on the back of his hand. My eyes narrowed, watching his uncharacteristic clumsiness. Why so nervous? Did you take it? Parker was silent for a few seconds before letting out a soft, humorless laugh. His long, dark eyes met mine. What do you think?